Raptors versus Warriors, game 1 in Toronto. It's going to be a hell of a series, guys. I know I had the Bucks beating the Raptors in 7. Didn't happen. I'm still super excited for the Raptors and having a puncher's chance to win this series, in my opinion. They are -1. They're favorites in game 1. That's a good thing. Kevin Durant will travel with the team for game 1 and 2. Some people are speculating that he might come back for game 2. If that's the case, that drastically changes a lot of things. Changes everything. The Warriors are invincible with Kevin Durant. They're extremely good without him. They might still win a championship without him. They've won it without him. I'm just saying. But with him, they're just a different type of animal. It's just impossible to guard all of these dudes on the same court. It sometimes disappoints a lot of players. It's disheartening for a lot of the defenses who play really good defense, and then there's a KD type super contested shot, and they make it, and it just stabs a knife in the hearts of any opposing squad, right? It's frustrating. It's disheartening. It's deflating. Some of those verbs that I'm using. Regardless, hopefully he doesn't play in the series and we have a super competitive series. Might go 7 if he doesn't play. Game 7 in Jurassic Park. I like that. I really do. I like the Raptors to win this series in 7 games. You can call me a Warriors hater or just an optimistic NBA fan, an NBA reporter who covers his game professionally. And I can tell you right now that the Raptors have a real shot at beating the Golden State Warriors. If the Raptors somehow can get contributions from the same Kyle Lowry who showed up in game 1, game 3, game 4, game 5, and 6, then they'll have a shot. If they get contributions from Leo Van Vliet, like game 5 and game 6, they have a shot. If they get a passive-aggressive Marc Gasol, then they have a shot. The Raptors aren't the Blazers. I'm going to tell you that right now. But they'll only go as far as Kawhi's leg will take him. I understand he's very injured, even though he won't admit it. You can see it in this game, the way he grimaces every time he dunks. Or sometimes when he jumps off the wrong leg. It tells you a lot. He's a true warrior. He's not going to make excuses. He doesn't want to hear excuses. He doesn't want you to feel bad for him. He's a true professional. And he's a guy who will give you his all no matter what the situation is. Kawhi Leonard is the best player in the world right now. Make no mistake about it. Steph Curry is right there. But Kawhi is a better player overall. Steph Curry, best shooter to ever live, hands down. But Kawhi Leonard, on both ends of the floor, he made life difficult on Giannis. And Giannis knows it. Giannis is 24 years old. He's going to learn. I'm not worried about him. The fact that the Bucks gave up 2 14-point leads, 14-plus point leads in the first half and the second half in that game 6 is disheartening for Giannis being the leader, but it's a learning experience that will teach him a lot of things and will only make him stronger as he continues to get better and potentially improve his jump shot. He was hitting big threes, but they gave him that shot because they knew that the odds were against him making that three as opposed to him driving to the rack, getting fouled, etc. They were fouling him. He wasn't making free throws. Another area of his game where he needs to improve. It's very possible. He works very hard. He's a stable leader. He's the face of that organization, and I expect the Bucks to be back next year, regardless of what happens in free agency. They have to keep at least Middleton or Brogdon. They may even keep both. The Bucks and the Raptors, if Kawhi stays, can be a legendary rivalry with two amazing basketball players. I said that from the jump. I said this may be the best individual rivalry in NBA history if Kawhi stays, because the Raptors and the Bucks are going to see each other a lot in the playoffs. Their paths will cross a lot in the playoffs. I don't want a Canadian team to win the NBA championship. Got to keep it in the USA. That's just me. That's what Fat Baller Benji just said on the live chat. Okay. I don't really care. I don't want to see the Warriors win. Period. I don't want to see them win. They're favorites in terms of for the overall series. They're underdogs +1 in game 1. Are you going to take that bet? Let me know. Let me know how you guys feel. I think the Raptors are going to win by more than 5 points. Me personally. Game 1, the Raptors got this in the bag. Game 2, who knows? Who knows? Kevin Durant, he's traveling. What type of schemes will the Raptors use against the Golden State Warriors? I know what the Warriors are going to do to the Raptors. They're going to blitz and hard double. They're going to blitz or hard double, however you want to call it, Kawhi Leonard. They're going to bet on anyone else beating them. They're going to take away Kawhi Leonard. You better believe that. And they have the right pieces in place to do that. Andre Iguodala is going to have his hands full, but he's going to make life difficult on him. Draymond Green will make his life difficult on him. Klay Thompson will make his life difficult on him. All proven champions, all proven winners. They've been there. They've done that. Expect a lot of that. A lot of hard doubles on Kawhi Leonard. How will the Raptors adjust to it? They need Kyle Lowry to hit his open shots. And Kawhi, one of his weaknesses is passing the ball, believe it or not. He's an okay passer. He's not a great passer. He misses a lot of guys because he's so focused on scoring, which is fine. And the Warriors know that, so they're going to bring the hard doubles. How will Coach Nurse adjust to that? That's the real question here. We don't know. I'm very interested. On the other end, we know the Raptors have a great defense. How are they going to guard Steph Curry? Are they going to live with Klay Thompson shooting? Are they going to live with Draymond Green shooting? That's probably your best bet. He can hit those shots, but I'd rather leave him than Steph Curry or Klay Thompson. I would do the same thing. This is what I don't get, though. In that other series, when I looked at the film again, I was thinking to myself, if they continue, and I do get why too, but if they continually hard double Damian Lillard and took him out completely, he struggled. It's hard to score on two dudes, and the fatigue factor kicked in. Why didn't they do it to Steph? And the answer is Draymond Green, right? The Blazers don't have Draymond Green. I get it. But they still could have made it rather difficult if they would have applied those same principles against the Warriors. And I think the Raptors have enough bodies. Siakam's going to be the X factor in the series. Siakam needs to be really damn good for them to have a shot. I think he will. That's why I'm choosing them to win in 7 games. It's not a wishful, I hope they win in 7 games. It's I believe they will win in 7 games this season, this year, this June. The championship is going to the Toronto Raptors. Slap that like button, man. Share this video with all your Raptor fans. Let's go. But it's going to be rather difficult. I'll say that right now. It's going to be difficult. How long will Kawhi's leg continue to allow him to play at a high level? Will his leg be a huge thing where it just gives out on him and then the series is over? Who knows? We don't know. We're not doctors. He doesn't know. The doctors don't know. But he's putting it all on the line to win an NBA championship for the Toronto Raptors. And I respect that. Karen Gilmore says, come on, Canada. Raptors' problem is their bench sucks. Hopefully the Kings build their bench. It's not players at 33. I will be at the Summer Classic. And going back to the bench thing, the Raptors have a better bench, and that better bench showed up in the last 2 games against the Bucks. The Raptors going into the playoffs, we all thought like, oh my gosh, they have a great bench. And then Ibaka, Van Vliet, what's his name? The other dude, number 24, didn't show up. I'm slipping on his name right now. They have a good bench. They had a really good bench. They just didn't play well. So I think they have a better bench. I think they're better. The thing is, they may start the young fella at center, but they're gonna bring in Looney anyway. They're bringing Looney off the bench, but Looney's gonna play the big minutes, all right, the bulk of the minutes. There are rumors that DeMarcus may come back, and I'm gonna say this right now, not because I'm with DeMarcus. I want to just say, oh, I'm a DeMarcus hater. No, if they bring back Cousins, Nick Nurse will attack him in the pick and roll and just destroy him, which will then make Steve Kerr take him out the game. That's what I think is going to happen. Their bench isn't good. They can make shots in critical moments or hit open shots. Bro, what are you talking about? They literally won 4 straight games. They're the reason why the Raptors are in the finals and not the Bucks, because their bench stepped up and the Bucks bench. Well, the Bucks bench did step up in some sense because they had Brogdon coming off the bench. But that bench stepped up. Leo Van Vliet had insane games the past 2 games. He kept them alive. Let's not talk about how the bench didn't help him. The bench helped him out a lot. The bench was really good. They were terrible in the first, I don't know, 5, in the first like 10 games. But that bench came alive. And that bench will be critical if they have a shot to beat the Warriors. They need to be big time again, the way they have been the past 2 games against the Bucks. I mean, those were the 2 great games that they needed. That's what I'm saying. So, like, on paper, they have a really good bench. They didn't perform like that previously to the last 2 games. If that bench shows up, you better believe they have a shot. So, we'll just say that. I mean, I get it. Again, I'm admitting, I'm conceding that that bench is terrible. But on paper, they're what they should have been the past 2 games, the entire playoffs, and they haven't been. But you know what? I'll say this. Shout out to Nick Nurse. He kept going with them. He believed in his team. That's leadership, man. That's trust. That's respect. Everyone was like, nah, you have to play. I was saying, like, no, you have to play Jeremy Lin over Leo Van Vliet. What happened? He said, nope, I'm going to stick with Van Vliet. And he paid dividends. He was huge. The reason why they won that game, honestly. The reason why they won that game. So, Shout out to Nurse for sticking to his guns, believing in his guys, which got the job done. That's what it's all about. I feel like bottom line, if KD doesn't play, the Raptors going to win because they play way better with the Blazers. So again, if KD doesn't play a game, if he doesn't play a game, I have the Raptors winning in 7 games. It's going to be an iconic series. Mark my words. It's going to be a really damn good series, and I would take them in game 1. I would take them in game 1. They'll be ready to go. Jurassic Park will be ready to go. Kawhi Leonard will be ready to go with his New Balances, which I hope I can get in the near future, man. Shout out to all the people who made me pretty damn mad at New Balance. Again, they say this is not for sheeps, but they use sheep tactics. But I'm still going to purchase a shoe when it comes out in the fall because I love Kawhi Leonard. Okay, I am still pretty mad, but it is what it is. I'm going to get those cotton shot Russell Westbrook shoes. I don't like Russell Westbrook as a player, but damn, do I like that specific shoe. It looks really good. I love that cotton shot color. Let me know what you guys think about that shoe, man. June 6th release date. I'm gonna cop that shoe, man. I tried on the same shoe in a different color just to see if I liked them. I loved them. I can't wait. I can't wait for that. What do you think about Draymond and Siakam in the finals? Again, Siakam needs to produce. He is the X factor of the series. He needs to produce. I'm anticipating Kyle Lowry being Kyle Lowry, which is a good basketball player, but Siakam needs to be big time. That's what it comes down to, man. Appreciate you guys. Hopefully, people from Canada like that like button. Like the like button. It's that like button. If not, it's all good. Share with all your Raptor fans, all your NBA fans, all your Warrior fans. Appreciate the support, man. I'll see you guys possibly later today or tomorrow. See ya.